Hey everyone, it's Rochelle here again. Beautiful evening here in Newfoundland, flat calm. It would be a nice day for kayaking. However, before the sun goes down, I'm going to finish transplanting the rest of my pepper plants. And I'm going to give you guys a few tips that I have. And if you guys have any tips for me, feel free to leave them as comments underneath this video. I'm going to get my supplies ready now and show you guys how I'm going to transplant the rest of my plants. Okay everyone, I'm back again. I have our pepper plants that we're going to transplant. The other four. One of them, a lot of the soil fell out in the rain. So the first one, I need to fill up the pot. This gravel's really moist already, so I'm not going to need to water that. Okay, we got our pot full. And we're going to transplant the Revolution sweet pepper. Looks to be a green one. It's much the same as the last video. Trying to get it out, I'll try to squeeze this both ways and pull a little bit on the thickest part of the stem. And hope for the best. Alright. Here it is. Revolution sweet pepper. Gonna dig a little hole in here in the pot. Big enough to fit it in. And pack it nice and tight. Might need to put a little bit more soil on top. And there you go. Stick our tag in. First one's done. I've went ahead and filled up the other pots, but these are still pretty dry, so I'm going to need to water them before I put them in. I'm going to water these. Okay, our next one is Golden California Wonder. Yellow pepper, yellow or orange. Alright. Trying to squeeze it to haul it out on the thickest part of the stem. And there it is. I'm going to put 2 in here. Much the same as the first video. Dig a little hole. Squat it down. And fill it around and pack it. 2 done. My hands are a little muddy. The next one is the Orange Blaze, also a sweet pepper. Gonna haul it out again. Here it is. Not too many leaves on this one. Dig a little hole. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. And pack it down again. Put some more soil on top of it. And don't forget the tag. So I'll always remember which one is which. Of course, when they start coloring, then I won't need to know. This whole pot is done. And our last one I'm going to put in this little pot here. This one might need a little more TLC because most of his roots fell off. So if he makes it, he'll be my little miracle. Digging a hole. Try to give this one a little extra TLC throughout the summer. Squatting down. And this one is Noir sweet pepper. I believe it comes out to be purple though. And that's planting. I'll give you some tips on trying to keep away pests. Back again, I've moved locations. Now, a few tips to try to keep away some pests, or a tip. I've learned this not too long ago. However, I'm going to do it with my peppers that I've planted in pots, where most people do it in the peppers that they've placed in beds. But here in Newfoundland we have some cold weather, so we prefer to plant our peppers in pots, so if we have a cold night we can bring them indoors. Basically what this is half of a toilet paper tube. I've took it and I've cut it down the middle and cut it again so I can wrap it around the stem of my pepper plant, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of masking tape just to hold it. It's not going to hold it forever, but that's okay, we don't want it to hold forever. And then we can just push it down in the ground a little bit. And I'm going to continue to do that with the rest of them. The purpose of this is to keep the worms away. Not necessarily the earthworms, because they're a good worm, but if you have problems with cutworms in your garden, then this would work because they can't get in over it. Most pests, slugs, worms, they don't like dry things and they don't like porous things. So, also if you're having a garden that's in the ground, not a raised bed, it's a good idea to get some sand. Sand will deter slugs, snails, and lots of other creepy crawly things, because they don't like crawling over it because it dries them out. So that could be a tip for you guys to try this summer. I hope you enjoyed transplanting peppers and protecting them from cutworms.